Good morning students. Today I am starting a chapter 2 memory concept. So what do you understand by memory? Memory is used for store the data in computer, and the category of the memory is mainly two types. First one is a primary memory. This is also called a main memory, which is used by the computer. And the second category of memory is a secondary memory. This is also called the auxiliary memory and storage devices. The example of main memory is a RAM and ROM, and there are the two part of RAM. Is first one is SRAM, that is stand for static random access memory, and DRAM is dynamic random access memory, whereas there are the three part of ROM. First one is a PROM, that is stand for programmable read only memory. Second is EPROM. This is erasable programmable read only memory. Third is EEPROM. This is stands for electrically erasable programmable read only memory. And the examples of storage devices, or we can say a secondary memory, are floppy disk, hard disk, CD-ROM, DVD-ROM, pen drive, etc. So before going to details of these memory, first you should know how we can measure a memory. So these are the some important units to measure a memory. 4 bits is equal to 1 nibble, and 8 bits is called a 1 byte, and 1024 bytes is called a 1 KB, that is called a kilobyte, and 1024 KB is called a 1 MB, which stands for 1 megabyte. 1024 MB is equal to 1 GB, which is gigabyte, and 1024 GB is equal to 1 TB, which stands for terabyte, and 1024 TB is equal to 1 PB, which stands for petabyte. So here you can see the memory hierarchy. So at the lowest level there is the disk memory. Disk memory is called a secondary memory. After that there will be a main memory. Main memory is called a RAM, and next of that one will be a cache memory. Cache memory resides between a CPU and main memory, and on the top level there is the memory. This is called a CPU register. Now the classification of computer memory diagram I have already explained, and here you can see some more examples. Now, so what do you understand by the prime memory? Primary memory is used by the computer, and the characteristics of primary memories are these are a semiconductor memories. It is working memories of computer. A computer cannot run without the primary memory. Primary memory are the two types. First one is a RAM, and second one is a ROM. RAM is stand for the random access memory, and we can perform a read and write operation in this memory. So we can say that we can read and write our data in this memory, but this memory is a volatile memory. Till the power of the computer is on, the data will be stored in this memory. When the power will be off of computer, the data will be erased from this memory. Now see the examples, or see the diagram of the RAM. Now RAM is also comes in the two parts. First one is the SRAM, that is stand for static RAM. The characteristics of static RAM are it is a long data lifetime. There is a no need to refresh, faster than others, used as a cache memory, larger in size, expensive, and high power consumption. Second is a DRAM, that is stand for dynamic RAM, and the characteristics of DRAM are it is a short data lifetime, need to refresh continuously, slower than as compared to SRAM. This is mostly used as a RAM, larger in size, less expensive, and less power consumption. So the advantages of this memory RAM operations is completely silent. There has a no moving part, use less power than the hard drive and faster storage medium. And disadvantage of RAM is this is the volatile in nature and limited space. Next category is a ROM, which stands for read only memory, and you can see the diagram of the ROM, and this chip is placed on the motherboard, and the data once stored in the ROM will be permanently till the power of computer is on or off. There are the different category of ROM are number first is PROM, that stands for programmable read only memory. So it is a computer memory chip capable of being programmed after it has been created, but once the PROM has been programmed, the information will be permanent and cannot be changed. Second one is a erasable programmable read only memory. So once the data will be stored or program is stored in this memory, we can modify this with the help of ultraviolet light rays, but we required a one specific lab for this. And third one category of ROM is a EEPROM, electrical erasable programmable read only memory. In this memory, we can modify the instruction after the storage, and this is easy changes as compared to EPROM, and this is used in BIOS, that is stand for basic input output system programs for the motherboards. Advantages of ROM are non-volatile in nature, design can be easily changed or modified, cheaper and more reliable than RAM. So the next primary memory is a cache memory. So this is placed between the main memory and CPU, or we can say between a RAM and CPU. So when we are performing the operations on two files again and again, then system can keep these files in the cache memory, so the operation will be fast as compared to RAM because this is nearest to the CPU. So you can see the diagram, the data is stored in the permanently when you will open the file. So this data first go to into the RAM, and when we are performing the operations, many operations on these files, so the system will keep this file in the cache memory, so the speed will be fast because the speed of cache memory is a high as compared to RAM. If the data or file is found by the computer in the cache, then this is called the cache hit. Or if the data is not found in the cache memory, this is called a cache miss. The main characteristics of cache memories are: cache memory is faster than the main memory. It stores data for temporary use. Cache memory has a limited capacity and it is very expensive as compared to RAM. In next lecture, we will continue the storage devices or secondary memory.